On Juneteenth 2021, KBLA Talk 1580 launched with a promise to give disenfranchised fellow citizens a voice in current political, economic, social, and cultural issues with an empowering, sustainable, and restorative language.
Everybody's got a little light under the sun, under the sun, under the sun.
As we enter our third year, we are delighted that KBLA Talk 1580 consistently emerges as the talk station of choice for African American listeners. In a vigorous public opinion research study, the 2023 African American Media Issue Survey finds that for the second consecutive year, KBLA Talk 1580 remains the most trusted, credible, and reliable media source in Southern California for African Americans and beyond. Furthermore, 80% of those surveyed agree that outlets like KBLA Talk 1580 provide honest and authentic content about the issues most important to the Black community directly from Black journalists who understand the issues that need to be addressed. At KBLA Talk 1580, we remain committed to curating conversations that matter to you. Thank you for your continued support. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. The station that sounds like the city looks. The city looks.
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
I'm Dr. Orion Taraban, and this is Psych-Hacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is loyalty means different things to men and women. In case you're new to the channel, I've already tackled the concept of respect in this vein, so please do check out that episode if you haven't done so already. Today, I'll be putting the concept of loyalty through the same treatment. Turns out that men and women can both be very loyal, though in very, very different ways. But before I get into it, please remember to like this episode and subscribe to this channel. It takes less than a second, costs you nothing, and it's a great way to help spread this message. So if you like what you're hearing, then please do the thing. Also, if you're thinking about going to grad school, then check out stellargre.com. You can use the coupon code PSYCH to get 10% off all membership plans. All right, so how is loyalty different between men and women? Well, one is about as loyal as another, though to different things. The thing to understand about women's loyalty that men often fail to appreciate is that women are loyal to their feelings. For instance, if a woman is completely in love with a guy, if she is 11 out of 10 attracted to him, then her loyalty is impressive indeed, and she will remain loyal as long as those feelings remain in her heart. A woman who is extremely attracted to a man will move across the world for him, will change her religion for him, will break with her family for him, will lie, cheat, and steal for him, and will help bury the body with him if necessary. A woman at that level of attraction is ride or die, and she will do absolutely crazy, irrational, and life-altering things for a man
hold on.
to keep him in her life.
Please stop it. It's hurting. It's hurting. It's like the Exorcist movie. It burns. That's holy water right there. Listen. We got to bring that back to the top, almost like this is a hip hop record. Bring that beat back. Listen, loyal to their feelings. Man, if that's not peril. Do you understand what I'm saying? If that's not a recipe for disaster.
Absolutely.
You are loyal to me
Based on how you feel.
Based on how you feel about me?
About me. Yeah.
And so now you mad men are like, I'm not messing with you.
Right.
Or if I do mess with you, stipulations, things you gonna have to do. You loyal to your feeling? Or you're not loyal to me?
No. I ain't got nothing to do with this.
Oh, wait. Okay, bring it back, Andy. Bring that beat back. We got to hear that again. Come on.
Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is loyalty means different things to men and women. In case you're new to the channel, I've already tackled the concept of respect in this vein, so please do check out that episode if you haven't done so already. Today, I'll be putting the concept of loyalty through the same treatment. Turns out that men and women can both be very loyal, though in very, very different ways. But before I get into nothing, and it's a great way to help spread this message. So if you like what you're hearing, then please do the thing. Also, if you're thinking about going to grad school, then check out stellargre.com. You can use the coupon code PSYCH to get 10% off all membership plans. All right, so how is loyalty different between men and women? Well, one is about as loyal as another, though to different things. The thing to understand about woman's loyalty that men often fail to appreciate is that women are loyal to their feelings. For instance, if a woman is completely in love with a guy, if she is 11 out of 10 attracted to him, then her loyalty is impressive indeed, and she will remain loyal as long as those feelings remain in her heart. A woman who is extremely attracted to a man will move across the world for him, will change her religion for him, will break with her family for him, will lie, cheat, and steal for him, and will help bury the body with him if necessary. A woman at that level of attraction is ride or die, and she will do absolutely crazy, irrational, and life-altering things for a man to keep him in her life. It's both impressive and terrifying how loyal a woman can be under the right conditions. Of course, the caveat is that when that feeling shifts, when the attraction dips, when the love disappears, then so does the loyalty. So if you're in a relationship with a woman and you want to enjoy her continued loyalty, you have to approach her differently than you would another man. That is, while the best way to secure loyalty from a man is through a solemn and honorable agreement or understanding, the best way to secure loyalty from a woman is to continually do the things that encourage her desire and attraction to remain at a very high level. You get loyalty from women indirectly through attraction. But if you succeed in doing so, the results are significant and reliable. So, what about men? The thing to understand about men's loyalty that women often fail to appreciate is that men are loyal to their duties. That is, men understand that loyalty is the honorable fulfillment of a solemn oath. These concepts, duty, oath, honor, are not feminine concepts. I've personally never heard a woman talk about her duty ever. I'm sure that such women exist somewhere, but my hunch is that where they do, they're probably in very masculinized environments like the military. Duty, oaths, honor, these are masculine concepts. They don't really exist in the feminine world.
Oh my God, the voice of reason on Thursday night is about to go crazy. Oh, okay, listen. Oh, it took my breath away. So listen, we have to add the caveat. The voice of reason is a balanced platform. So we're going to apply some but all.
Yeah.
Some but not all.
But not all.
We're not going to speak in absolutes.
All right.
But that was a damn compelling argument.
That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. That was good.
That was, so the performative implication for maintaining a woman's loyalty was very powerful. You are on the hamster wheel
Yeah.
of keeping her satiated
Yeah.
and satisfied, or else her loyalty goes out the window.
I guess my problem.
Tony Massey is in the building.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My problem is, isn't that the antithesis of loyalty? Like, if I'm only loyal, isn't that dichotomous? Only loyal if.
No. It makes perfect sense.
Okay.
And as Kumo D would say, woman speak.
Right. No,
right? Because
yeah. Okay.
Here it is. We don't want to get in trouble tonight. The voice of reason's topic tonight.
I would be uncomfortable if I didn't get in trouble.
It's okay. No, but it, as the women would say, it's giving.
Yeah.
Conditional.
It's conditional. Yeah.
And I'm not loyal to you.
No.
I am loyal to what you do.
Right.
For me, that keeps me in this space. Ladies, I need you to call in and disagree.
That's not gonna happen.
Because if we doing it, and you look back at me and say it's yours,
Yeah.
that's a solemn oath.
That's yeah.
In a man's mind.
That is an oath. Yes.
But see, and if you're wise, you say it's yours tonight. It's yours right now, baby. But
it's yours. Rent and own. 4 easy payments.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Tonight's topic.
A lease with an option to buy.
Oh. Tonight's topic, a deeper look at the dark side of loyalty. What does loyalty mean to you in context of a relationship, and how do you believe it should be expressed? Is loyalty an unconditional virtue, or are there circumstances where it could be ethically challenged or compromised in a relationship? How does trust intersect with loyalty in a relationship? Can one exist without the other? 1-800-920-1580, 1-800-920-1580. If you're not in a relationship with me, the person, the being, the entity, we're not in a relationship.
No, not at all.
Because what I'm not going to do is be critiqued, judged, classified, evaluated by what I do.
Right.
See, because, and I've gotten this a lot, in different relationships. I've gotten this a few times. You don't buy this, or you don't do that, or, sometimes you do, but not all the time. And because I'm not on nobody's schedule or clock to show my interest. And if I buy something and you get something from me, it's straight from the heart.
Right.
I'm not what you used to. See, what you used to is the performance. The dudes that do things to keep you, because they know the doing is what keeps you, not the being. For most brothers, it's not the being. It's not the essence of who they are. It's what they're doing.
Yeah.
This is why you have a foolish notion like, well, you better start doing what you did when you got her.
All the things your man won't do.
Come on, man. Where Michael Jackson working day and night at? Where that record at? Oh Lord, oh Lord, Lord.
But I mean, is it, again, we go back to the idea of loyalty. What are you loyal to? You're not loyal to me. You're loyal to the feeling, the perception of me, right? I'm not even in the equation at this point.
I need a female psychologist to call in. I need a woman psychologist to call in. Dr. Jashana Johnson, if you're listening, call in, because the man is a psychologist who laid that piece out, and it's a very heavy piece because it puts us in this position.
Yeah, I really want someone to say this isn't true.
I want it to not be true.
I do too. I really want someone to call in or just give me some empirical evidence that this man has come to this. This is just a theory. This is just an idea.
Right. A concept.
A concept.
Yeah.
There has to be women out there who are loyal to a man because of him and not how he makes her feel.
Well, back to Delana Zimmerman yesterday.
Yeah.
On Monday, we had Alan Berger. Alan Berger covered consciousness. Many people got very low conscious levels.
Yeah.
That's an impediment
Yeah.
to being in a relationship with a human being and not a human doing.
Yeah.
Right?
That was a great show.
So that's my guy, Alan Berger. But then Delana mentioned something yesterday that was quite profound as well. When she was talking about how you don't have these tools because you didn't model them. The model available to you was already fractured. It was already broken.
Right.
So, again, we're not having relationships with real people. But what this particular psychologist broke down for us is that the emotion is attached to whatever projection, whatever feeling, whatever image. All that stuff goes away. Your woman might not be loyal. When we come forward, the voice of reason is going to open up the phone lines. We about to talk about this tonight.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
You're listening to K-Drip, where we play all the best classic water-wasting hits like Sprinklers in the Rain and Leaky Faucets. They're tunes from another time because now that we face a hotter, drier future, every drop counts. Despite an extremely wet winter, keep using less water, fixing leaks, and reusing indoor water for your garden. Visit SaveOurWater.com for more ways to conserve. Up next, brushing your teeth with the water on. K-Drip.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is killing people. It's a powerful opioid, often made illegally and commonly mixed with illicit drugs. It can even be pressed into counterfeit pills that resemble prescription medications. Just 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of sand, could potentially be lethal. This isn't an ad to scare you, but it is an ad to make you think twice. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
I'm James Alexander, a proud member of AARP. 1967, I was 17. That spring, my friends, the Barcades, and I made Soulfinger. It was a hit. Number 3 on the charts. That summer, we became the great Otis Redding's band. First gig, the famed Apollo. That fall, we toured. That winter found me in a morgue identifying the bodies of my bandmates and Otis Redding. My music and their memories bring me joy. The Barcades, forever.
What would you call a joy that is as solemn as it is sweet and knows no bounds? A joy that's beautifully rooted in soul and resilience. This is Black Joy, a joy that reflects pride and honor despite every challenge. AARP believes the power of Black joy is limitless, and we celebrate this joy supreme. Join us in celebrating Black joy at aarp.org/blackcommunity.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 joins you in standing for education as a right, not a privilege. Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science is a private, non-profit, community-founded, student-centered university committed to cultivating diverse health profession leaders who are dedicated to to social justice and health equity for underserved populations. CDU does this through outstanding education, clinical service, and community engagement. Recently, Charles Drew University made history by opening only the 5th medical school at an historically black university. Congratulations, South LA, and congratulations to the dean of the medical school, Dr. Deborah Protho-Stith. CDU is now training doctors and providing $90 million in annual economic benefit to Watts and surrounding neighborhoods. To apply for medical school, get more information, or sign your child up for the Junior Doctors Saturday School program, visit cdrewu.edu. That's cdrewu.edu. At KBLA, we are dedicated to equity in education and ending healthcare apartheid. And we don't black down. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I said I'm geek and I'm fired up. All I want tonight is just get higher. Girl, you look so good, it's to die for. Ooh, that good, it's to die for.
It's a secret society. All we ask is try. All we got is love. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Loyalty, loyalty.
Gone full Kenny now. My resume is real enough for 2 millenniums. A better way to make a way, start defending them. I meditate and moderate all of my wins again.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, brothers and sisters, the Voice of Reason has returned to KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the Voice of Reason live from Leimert Park, Africa Town. We have a powerful topic tonight, a deeper look at the dark side of loyalty in intimate relationships. And the conversation has already jumped off to an amazing start. Loyalty is a crucial aspect of any intimate relationship as it establishes trust, security, and commitment between partners. However, the concept of loyalty can be complex as it raises the question of whether it should be earned over time or expected from the very beginning. As I'm sorry. It just burns me up because all of this stuff is performative.
It is, yeah.
And the performance is always being evaluated.
Right.
And any entropy or slippage
yeah.
in the performance
yeah.
affects the affinity.
Yeah.
That's to me.
Right.
That's not real relating.
I agree to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. And the reason I say that is because if I know I'm being evaluated, if I know I have a learning and development background. Mm-hmm. If I know I'm being assessed, mm-hmm. and I go into it understanding that an assessment is a daily process for me, mm-hmm. and I still fail to meet the standard that has been communicated, right. Then what I'm saying is I don't have a desire to.
No, potentially.
No,
not all the time. Potentially.
All the time.
No.
I don't have a desire to.
You back to absolutes? Yeah. Ain't that what got you in trouble the last time you Don't do this. Don't do this to yourself.
No, I'm saying I know what the standard is. If I can't meet the standard, then it's up to me to say I can't meet your standard. Right? But if I'm capable of meeting the standard, then why can't I do it every day? So, this is where I get really frustrated when people say things like, "Well, I'm not perfect." No one asked you to be perfect. Just asked you
to be consistent.
To be consistent. That's it. Just be who you said you were going to be.
Let me just say, consistency is a type of perfection.
Is it though?
Yes, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Because we want it to be consistent. There's always a drop off somewhere.
Okay.
This is my analogy for talent.
Okay.
Pick the most talented person you know.
Okay.
Right? Go ahead.
Like an actual person that I know?
Yeah, most talented.
I was gonna say me, but
No, okay. Never mind. I ain't even gonna let's say Michael Jordan.
Okay. All right.
Athleticism, amazing.
Yeah.
Off the chart.
Yeah.
44, 45-inch vertical. Just a phenom.
Yeah.
But age and entropy eroded that talent.
Okay.
Michael Jackson, one of the most talented human beings to ever walk planet Earth.
Sure.
But the talent over time started to erode.
Right.
I always say talent is like an erection. It's only hard for a little while. You better get it in while you can.
But
You understand?
doesn't the standard change along with?
But see, this is what I'm saying. I want consistency. But they didn't give you context to what consistency meant.
True.
Is I want consistency.
True.
And when you start to wane, right, in your production, your productivity,
right,
then things aren't the same. And what happened? How come you not do? And you know what's missing?
Grace.
Right. Listen, the grace that comes from what? Your intention.
Right. Intention.
You intended to do your best.
Yeah.
And you fell short. And because I saw you striving, because I saw you striving to do your best, that reinforced my love for you. If we really dealing with human beings and not human doing.
I'm with you 100% as long as the intent is real.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people who said I did my best, but they didn't try. Right?
The Virgo.
No, I'm just saying. No, it's not. It's I didn't mean to.
Virgo is strong with you.
I never meant to hurt you. But you had to know that your actions could have led to hurting me. So what was your intention? So it wasn't to not hurt me. It was to not get caught so that I didn't get hurt.
No, watch this too.
Okay.
It's that. But it's also, if I can clean this up.
Yeah.
There's just, you want to tell the truth tonight,
No,
right?
yeah.
If I can clean this mess up before it is detected.
Yeah.
This is why perspective matters.
Sure.
If I look at that intent, if I can clean this up before this mess gets detected, it's not always, I don't want to get caught because I'll be embarrassed. Sometimes it's, I don't want to get caught because I'm going to lose a really good thing.
Yeah.
So let me turn into the cleaner and try to clean this mess up. Now, is that the best way to do it?
No.
No. Absolutely not. I'm guilty of doing it that way.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, sometimes this is why there needs to be some level of moral ambiguity. A lot of people don't understand. Healthy relationship, really high functioning relationship, moral ambiguity. Like, oh, your intent, really, you made a mess. You made a mistake. This is not who you are all the time.
Right.
Moral ambiguity. When we come forward, voice of reason.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Doug Davis, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Black Los Angeles City Councilman Curran Price made his first court appearance in his criminal case. Curran is accused of theft by embezzlement, perjury, and conflict of interest for allegedly voting on projects involving developers who were tied to his wife's consulting firm, then keeping the connection quiet. In Columbia, Tennessee, people packed into Mount Calvary Missionary Baptist Church last night to join in prayer in response to KKK-related flyers that were left outside 3 black places of worship last Sunday. Faith leader Dr. Larry Thomas said hate has shown up before and they've always survived. The brutal heat wave continues to impact much of the southern U.S. In Death Valley, California, temperatures could potentially reach 130 degrees this weekend, which would match the highest temperature ever recorded on Earth. In El Paso and Miami, the highs have been over 100 degrees for nearly a month. And that is the latest. I'm Doug Davis from the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
Start saving on the road with Valero's 100 Days of Summer. Get fuel-saving snacks, swag, and more every day all summer long. Only with Valero Pay Plus. Download the app and start saving right now. Additional terms and conditions apply.
I know that life it ain't easy. Your life it matters, believe me. Roll out the face and the fries. Hide it behind a facade.
Black Lives Matters turns 10, and KBLA Talk 1580 is proud to be the exclusive media partner of the People's Justice Festival. This Saturday, July 15th, 12 to 6 p.m. in Leimert Park. Come join us as we celebrate the life-saving and history-making work of Black Lives Matter to help bend the arc of the moral universe toward justice. There will be live music performances, a children's village, giveaways, vendors, a healing justice space, Skillshare, and amazing speakers including Green Party presidential candidate Dr. Cornel West live on stage at 4:30 p.m. For more information, go to blmgrassroots.org. That's www.blmgrassroots.org. Dominique DePrima and Tavis Smiley will be main stage hosts throughout the day, and the KBLA Talk 1580 delegation will be out in full force. So, join us this Saturday, July 15th, 12 to 6 p.m. in Leimert Park as we celebrate the 10th anniversary of Black Lives Matter. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
I done plant my seeds, now I'm rooted. Brown skin popping, I'm rooted. Can pull the hood out me, I'm rooted. Rooted, nappy head, rooted.
Hey LA, are you feeling the heat? LA DWP has rebates up to $225 on new air conditioners to help you beat the heat and save money. Plus, you can sign up for Level Pay to get predictable monthly bills for easy budgeting. Stay cool. Visit ladwp.com/COOL-LA. That's ladwp.com/COOL-LA.
Hey Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
Sometimes we lose, sometimes we win. Sometimes we try to fit it all in. Sometimes we don't know what's in store. Sometimes we find what we're looking for. Sometimes we're rolling easy and free. Sometimes 1 and 1 makes 3. So much to love along this ride. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
To my hometown, my community. Some of you have known me my whole life. Do you notice anything different about the kids in the neighborhood? Ever paid attention? You might start with gifts, money, attention. These are signs. Child trafficking is happening right here in this town. So don't just watch through the window. Pay attention. Because the more we know, the more we'll all know to say no. Learn the signs to look for and how to help at no2sayno.com.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Turn it up loud. Hey man, you a little word up.
for broken hearts. So many questions. When this began, we was the perfect match. Perhaps we had some problems, but we working at it. And now the arguments are getting loud. I wanna stay, but I can't help from walking out. Let's throw it away. Just take my hand and understand. If you could see, I never planned to be a man. It just wasn't me. But now I'm searching for commitment and other arms. I wanna shelter you from harm. Don't be alarmed. Your attitude was the cause. You got me stressing. Soon as I open up the door with your jealous questions. Like where can I be? You're killing me with your jealousy. Now my ambitions to be free, I can't breathe. Cause soon as I leave, it's like a trap. I hear you calling me to come back.
Man, turn this off. Rest in peace, Tupac. I love you to death, brother, but I gotta turn the record off. Cause Bobby Caldwell was lying too. What you won't do for love. Ain't nobody doing nothing for love. I'm here to tell y'all. It's okay. Very few people are doing something for love. Let me do it that way.
Like 7 people.
Do you know how boy, you could be in love. Listen, man, you could be in love with somebody 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And not be in love with them today.
Nah.
Well, what happened 3-4 weeks ago and not be in love today, man. It's a cold game out here, man.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that love is as enduring as we think it is. It just isn't.
Listen.
It's fleeting.
You telling me love is ephemeral?
Yeah, I mean it's I think we put too much emphasis on the staying power of love. That takes work.
How do you love? See, because I got Virgo homeboys. Marcus King. Didn't I get you the car you wanted? Listen, you see how hard I work? This how you able to sit in here on this bed and you got the laptop?
I'm not saying it's
Virgos practicalize the spiritual.
I'm not saying
I see you.
It's quid pro quo. I'm saying that I can fall in and out of love in the same way.
No.
Why can't I?
No.
Especially if you...
I'm going to tell you why you
can't. I can fall in love and you can push me out of it.
I'm going to tell you why that's impossible.
Okay.
Because, again, if you have... like, for instance, you get some people say, man, that weed, man. That was some of the best bomb weed I ever had, man. Took me to another level. Right? But then if you meet, say, a Tibetan monk who spends 25, 30 hours in meditation, communing with God, and he hit the joint, he'd be like, I've been to better places. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's levels to that.
Sure.
So many people haven't reached a high enough level. Listen, you can't really know what love is until you have an empty, clean soul.
Okay.
And many of us got the shadow. Many of us have unhealed trauma, childhood trauma. Many of us got a lot of stuff. And love, you can't really get in there and really feel it for what it is. This is why I said for many people, love is intangible.
Yeah.
It is ephemeral, as you said. It's fleeting. Right? I was talking to our brother Ryan in the cigar lounge, brother who owns the cigar lounge. And you know what he said? We was watching a movie on meditation. And he said, pause that, Zoe. Pause, listen. He said, do you meditate? I said, all the time. He says, have you ever reached a state? He said, I don't know what to call it. I don't speak the Hindu or Sanskrit. Have you ever reached a state? I said, what are you talking about? He said, just a state where you feel like you're floating and there's nothing. And I said, yeah, but for a nanosecond.
Yeah.
He was like, me too. And I ain't never been able to get back there. I've been trying for the last 2 years. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is a high level of consciousness. And just because we use it on this low level, if it don't show, it's almost like I prayed to God last night to win the lottery. I didn't win the lottery. You start questioning God. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, God ain't real, man. I went to God about the lottery, man, and it didn't happen. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to ascend to that level. The great Krishnamurti said it this way. He said, the truth of all existence will not condescend to where you are.
Sure.
You have to go to the mountaintop to meet it.
Right.
And listen, man, Most of these relationships are valley relationships.
That's the valley.
We in the valley, dog.
In a hole.
We in
the valley. Yeah, yeah. But okay, so when we have these discussions,
right.
As much as I would love for all of us to get to the ethereal plane, to ascend to to another place above and beyond what we've experienced, we're not there.
Right.
So can we have should we be having conversations about where we are and not where we should be?
Exactly. And we are having conversations about where we are.
So when it comes to coming back to the topic, when it comes to loyalty, and I like to, so for me, I can't experience loyalty without love. I don't have an expectation of loyalty unless I've exchanged the concept of love with someone.
The concept?
Yeah. So
or the consciousness
level. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm saying is,
come on, Virgo.
If you
I'm trying to get you out that box.
No. If you tell me you love me, that you care about me,
right?
Then to me, a part of that is your loyalty.
But that's because that's how the man thinks.
Okay.
So that's what the psychologist at the beginning said. He said, if you tell us something, we're going to take what you said to heart,
right?
Because you're close to us.
Regardless of how I feel.
The feeling has, I'm going to play the other clip when he says to a man, the feeling has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
When you say, I love you,
yeah,
and I want to be with you,
yeah,
and then 4 weeks later, you like, who has said that?
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So you understand what I'm saying? That's how our minds are wired.
So to what extent do I need to look beyond your ability to keep your word?
See, let's go back to the low-level valley relationship.
We're there.
So the low-level valley relationship tells us this.
Okay.
Perform.
That's not performance.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead.
Do perform.
Okay.
Maintain the performance. This perpetual erection, you got to keep it up. Do you understand? You got to keep the erection of doing up.
Yeah.
You don't get grace for chilling. How many times you heard somebody say, you not pouring into the relationship like you used to? Uh-oh.
Is it possible because I'm trying to pour from an empty vessel? I haven't received anything.
You're flaccid.
Right. So maybe you need to do something to change both of our perspectives.
But again, doing something in relationship that can increase the bond, right?
Right.
Presence. Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just presence.
Yeah.
I'm here with you.
Yeah.
And there's no judgment. I am here. What are you needing?
Right.
What do you want?
Yeah.
How can I help? Right? Sometimes that right there, you matter.
Awareness. I see you.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking just words.
Right. No,
I'm talking about
yeah.
There is a feeling and a consciousness behind
right.
what you are saying, and you are doing it.
Right.
You are being what you're saying. Not doing in the sense of mechanically and robotically. You are being what you're saying. And you're saying, I'm here, but I feel your presence.
Can that not be the performance?
No. Many people who are performing in relationships, you will sense the disingenuous energy. You can sense when somebody is just saying something to shut you up, when somebody is just saying something or doing something to be able to avoid a real conversation. Right. You can feel that.
Yeah.
And although you might be getting what you want in that moment, it ain't what you need. When we come forward, the voice of reason will keep this fire lit.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Hollywood Walk of Fame stars in 2024. Stay tuned to find out who's in next year's class. I'm Aisha Cairo with your K-Black Minute News. A new group of 31 entertainment professionals across film, television, radio, recording, and sports entertainment will have their names etched into Hollywood's history in 2024. One of the most celebrated names on the list was the beloved Chadwick Boseman. Others for the class of 2024 in Hollywood Walk of Fame was this year's Oscar winner Michelle Yeoh in the motion picture category. Other notable names include Chris Pine, Gwen Stefani, Andre, Dr. Dre, Young, Otis Redding, Christina Ricci, Brandy Norwood, Harry Washington, and more. The dates for the star ceremonies have not yet been scheduled. To find out all 31 inductees, visit youtube.com/Walk of Fame.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 joins you in standing for voting rights. When We All Vote is a leading national nonpartisan initiative on a mission to change the culture around voting and to increase participation in each and every election by helping to close the race and age gap. Created by Michelle Obama, When We All Vote brings together individuals, institutions, brands, and organizations to register new voters across the country and advance civic education for the entire family and voters of every age to build an informed and engaged electorate for today and generations to come. When We All Vote empowers their supporters and volunteers to take action through voting, advocating for their rights, and holding their elected officials accountable. Please visit whenweallvote.org to stand up for your rights, voting rights. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Young Moolah, baby. You thought it was over? I wasn't born last night. I know these names ain't right. But you was blowing up her phone last night. But she ain't have a ring or not her ring on last night. Ooh, but that's that nerve. Why give a bitch your heart when she rather have a purse? Why give a bitch an inch when she rather have 9? You know how the game goes. She be mine by halftime. I'm the ooh, but that's that nerve. You all about her and she all about hers. Birdman Jr. and this bitch, no flamingos. And I done did every day but trust these. See people. When I reach the road, you and your nip can't do nothing for it. Oh, these girls ain't loyal. These girls ain't loyal.
Come on, voice of reason.
Just got rich. Took a broken. I can make a broken rich. But I don't f*** broke. I know your girl wanna lay with me.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So
my playlist is my co-host. We turned up tonight.
So offended.
And listen, I'm not quite a millionaire.
Right.
But I'm all right.
Enough to test loyalty.
You know, but the whole song is based on the concept of hypergamy.
Yeah.
Right? I'm looking to better my station in life.
Right.
And although Zoe is not a millionaire, there are millionaires out there that might do for me more than Zoe can do for me.
Right.
So where there is a hypergamous mindset, can loyalty exist?
I mean, not if you're constantly trying to do better. Like, I mean, you're always gonna find somebody with $1 more.
Yeah.
So if that's your motivation, then yeah, you're gonna get tired of constantly trying to upgrade. At some point, you're gonna have to find where okay, this is good. I'm good right here.
No, at some point, you're gonna find that if you get to that, I'm good right here.
Yeah.
You're gonna find there's nothing else.
There's nothing else. Yeah, so
you hear Floyd Mayweather say this all the time.
I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah, at a certain point.
Yeah.
I got so much money it don't matter.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. If you're constantly searching for the resources. Right? And you get them at some point.
Sure.
Or hopefully before your looks run out. Listen. If your relationships are not spiritual, they're sociopathic.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
No, I agree.
You are a social mercenary. If they're not spiritual, if you're not growing, if you're not evolving, if you're not conquering demons, if you're not healing wounds, you're a sociopath.
I agree.
That's hypergamy.
Yeah.
You know what? You're doing pretty good, Tony.
I'm doing
But you're not doing as good as him.
No. Not.
So guess what?
I gotta go.
Yes.
I gotta go. I gotta leave.
All right, let's get these phone calls in here.
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
We are turned up tonight. Y'all ready to get busy? Let's get Nzinga, Pensacola, Florida. Longest on the line. Talk to us.
Hey, good evening. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good evening, y'all. So I just there's just a couple things. I don't agree with the loyalty and the attraction, because I don't think with a couple people aren't always attracted to each other. You know, sometimes it goes back and forth. So I don't see the woman leaving just because at this point in time maybe we're not getting along that well, but maybe we'll get along in the future. Then we all age, we get gray hair everywhere. I mean, the attraction can fall off then.
I look better
And
now
then
with my gray. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nzinga.
I don't know.
And then also I want to point out. What about arranged marriages where they never even meet each other?
Talk to me.
But I don't.
And they used to have some of those arranged marriages. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What if you considered that he didn't necessarily mean just a physical attraction, but a?
Well, that's not what.
No, I mean, I'm just asking you to consider that we're talking beyond just the physical attraction.
But we're talking about women.
Right.
And what the gentleman said, I'm going off of what he said in that soundbite.
Okay.
He said that for a woman's loyalty is dictated by how she feels and how attracted she is to that man. Is that not what he said?
That's what he said.
So that's what I'm going off of. Sir.
Get him, Nzinga.
And I
Get him.
Well, no, you too.
Come on in. Get in here.
I'm getting both of y'all because Tony, you talked about
I can't
about
stir
jail.
the pot. Okay, go ahead.
I talked about what?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's your show. It's your show. You can do whatever you want, sir. But my whole point is, excuse me, my whole life is up. Excuse me. So, but my point is that you talked about jail. I don't know if you've ever had friends who had old men in jail, but I have, and you talk about a relationship on a higher conscious.
Mm-hmm.
And you talking about, well, he's the loyal one. He can cheat just as easy. And I'm not even talking about same sex. I'm talking about COs, reaching out to other women.
Mm-hmm.
So you do have that. And then also I just wanted to say, as far as women having duty, I think women have duties too. There's a lot of kids that's running around here that are duty kids. If you get my drift.
Wow, come on.
So I don't just think, duty is just for men. It's for women too.
So wait,
and y'all not
Nzinga,
yes, sir.
Can I just? We're gonna play the clip again, and it's at the top of the second hour, and it's gonna deal.
Yeah, I want to hear it again.
It's gonna deal with the men's side though. We heard the woman's side of loyalty, but now we're gonna deal with the men's side.
And Nzinga said, "Don't come for me."
And Nzinga said, "Listen, don't come in here. Don't come for me unless I send for you."
What we not gonna do.
But I can only speak about on the women. That's, because I'm a woman. So,
right.
I have to speak from my experience. I never want to speak for a man. I like men to speak for themselves. So, I can only speak from my experience and from what I see. And, everybody's love is different. It may not be kissy boo boo. It may just be a duty bound love. And that goes for, men and women.
And Zinga, can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
What is your boundary that will cost someone your loyalty?
Ooh.
What is the line that cannot be crossed that would cause you to say, and this is not just with men, but with other, friends, whatever relationship, your mother, whoever. What is that line in the sand that once it's crossed, my loyalty is no longer on the table?
I would say, and because I'm just getting boundaries, I would say, like, for friends, be honest with me. It bothers me, and this happens to me a lot. It bothers me if I've done something, because sometimes I'm not aware of that I can be offensive sometimes, because I'm just going to speak my mind. And a lot of times it doesn't come from an egregious place. It just comes from, sometimes I can have verbal diarrhea. Mm-hmm. So if I've offended you, I want you to come to me and tell me, because a lot of times I'm not aware, and I'll just be talking, and people might be, and they'll tell somebody else that they're upset with me. And things always tend to get back to me. So I'm like, well, why didn't you just talk to me? We're friends. You could have just talked to me. So I think that, communication, I would say, even with a lover, that would, if something's bothering you, tell me. Because I think a lot of times people might step out because they can't communicate with their lover. They can't say, hey, this is going on. So they'll step out and have sex and tell somebody else their business. That I don't like.
And then while they're doing that, tell their partner they love them.
Yeah.
And we gonna be all right. Nzinga, we appreciate the call. Pensacola, Florida is in the building because of you. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call us at 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, the voice of reason go keep the fire lit.
Nothing, no. These girls ain't loyal. No, they ain't. Whoa, these girls ain't loyal. Yeah. Black girl with a big booty. If she a bad bitch, let's get to it right away. We up in this club, bring me the bottles. I know, girl, you don't wanna be kissing your man. I know, girl.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Doug Davis, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Black Los Angeles City Councilman